Hey guys, Cameron for 15, joined by my co-host, the Red Wolf, and we are here talking more Dragon Ball Daima. Apologies for the late episode review because he was out of town enjoying the
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I thought you were gonna review this by yourself while I was gone.
I got quite lazy, and uh, sometimes you just understand you just want to relax on your breaks. But listen, look at the bright side. You're with me
Yeah.
talking Dragon Ball Daima. And actually,
Mhm.
it's probably a good thing that you're here talking with the revelations that we got in this episode.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the revelations. Yes, it's been a while. Yes.
Anyways, we finally get our first legit fight in this show. Goku versus the Tamigami. I know all Dragon Ball fans are so damn happy. Well, the ones that are actually watching.
hmm
Because we know this show's not getting enough coverage as is, mostly because this is not everybody's cup of tea, and for some odd reason, people keep comparing this to Dragon Ball GT, even though this compares more to OG Dragon Ball than GT, but that's just my preference.
I guess it's more the fact that Goku got turned into a kid.
Yeah, that's
So,
why. That's why. To those
so
people, you're missing out on a great show.
and I'll admit to you all, I was skeptical at first, but I was slowly but surely drawn in. So,
Anyways, let's get on with this episode review. Goku versus the Tamagami. We were left off on a cliffhanger after he screamed out, he's like, okay! And, well, what was your thoughts on the fight? I think the fight looked beautiful.
that looks solid. Yeah, I liked it.
We see how strong the Tamagamis can get, but Goku is a lot stronger than the Tamagamis.
Even turned into a kid, he's still strong.
I know, right? Now listen, the action set pieces were like it was just dope. The animation on the fight was absolutely crazy. Like when you have base Goku versus the Tamagami and he was using his power pole and he was using the hammer, I'm just like, this is crazy. Finally, I'm like fluid animation in the Dragon Ball anime for such a long, it's been such a long time since we had this type of animation. So
hmm
fluid. And I know like in Dragon Ball Super, like the later half of the show, it would have amazing animations here and there, but like from start to beginning, the animation for the fight was just so fluid, so fast, and there was not like one time I looked at this fight, the animation dropped. It was all
hmm
peak. All peak.
Indeed. Yeah.
It's crazy, man. The Tamagamis, this dude clearly he was strong. He made Goku have to go Super Saiyan to like at least beat him. But even as a Super Saiyan, he was catching up. Now it's when Goku went to Super Saiyan 2, realistically, is
Yeah,
when
yeah. I was like, isn't that Super Saiyan 2? Because I see the lightning sparks.
yeah, when he unleashed the Kamehameha. Now, we got it to Super Saiyan 2. I feel like at some point they'll give us Super Saiyan 3 Kid Goku. But I
And
guess we'll
and then, and
have to
then,
wait
it,
and
and then
see.
it'd be really compared to Dragon Ball GT.
Oh, brother. Yeah, what, he gonna regrow his fucking tail again? They're gonna pull the tail out of his ass?
If they somehow give us no, they wouldn't do that. No,
They're
no.
not gonna do that, because then how would that explain in Dragon Ball Super? Nothing.
Yeah, that's not.
Again, there are still some people that think this is connected to Dragon Ball GT for some odd reason. Now, here's the question, ladies and gentlemen. If this was connected in the Dragon Ball GT universe, why would Goku turn himself back into a kid again? Why would he be okay with that?
Hmm. Well, it's not like he intentionally turned into a kid.
Anyways, so you get this amazing fight. I was actually shocked that the power pole was actually holding up against this gigantic ass hammer. Like Goku was using the power pole to block the hammer strikes, which was crazy. Um, and
I'm
also,
not that I'm
huh?
not that surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Goku's powerful.
Uh, oh man,
Did I word that wrong? Wait,
yeah,
what?
I think you
Oh
kind.
my, I did.
I
My
think
bad.
I think you worded it in a way where it's like,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, everybody. That I didn't mean whatever it sounded. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
oh my God,
It took me a moment to process what I just said. What?
that is the Red Wolf, everybody. He,
Yeah.
anyway. You get to the moment again, and I think another cool moment was the fact is, you have it to where the civilians of the city or the little town that they were in, they actually started coming up and watching this fight. They're like, "Oh my God!" Because they haven't seen anybody take down the Tamagamis and actually keep up with them. Like, it's crazy. I find it funny how like Glorio and Pansy, they're like, "What the hell?" And Shin's just like, "Yeah, he can
Yeah,
do that."
he's used to this. He's used to this.
So Goku goes Super Saiyan to step him up because at some point, like he knocks away or he actually breaks the hammer. He breaks the Tamagami three's hammer, breaks it in
Hmm.
half, right? And then he just puts his stick back, and Pansy's like, "Wait, what is he doing?" So then he charges up to Super Saiyan, and he basically gets into hand-to-hand combat. And again, this shit was going crazy. This shit was going crazy. I'm just like, oh my God, this is so good. I can't say. Listen, I might have to rewatch the episode again and just watch it again for the fight because the fight was amazing. Fight was amazing.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I
Uh,
should. I feel like I should have. I feel like I should have rewatched. I feel like I should have rewatched this sooner because, oh my god, my memory was almost hazy. I will say, but I do remember enjoying the hell out of this fight.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. He uses like some sort of like earth attack to get rocks up in the air and things like that, correct?
Again, my memory was hazy, but I think so. Yes.
Anyways, that's when Goku from a distance, he fires off a full power Kamehameha. He transforms to Super Saiyan 2 because you see the electricity aura around him. And also you do see the hair difference as well. It's also that Kamehameha shot from the trailer that we got too. He unleashes it. The Tamagami is like holding it back. He's blocking it. He's holding it back, but it's pushing him back to the point it's getting pushed back to a crater. But then he ends up actually throwing it up in the air. But then Goku gives, I guess, the Raccoon elbow a technique. And he was like, oh!
Raccoon Ultra Fighting.
Yeah, he gave the Raccoon special, the Raccoon elbow drop. And he essentially, in the Tamagami, Goku steps back, and the Tamagami actually just is like, I'm good. I'm good. I admit defeat. Which was actually quite shocking. I thought like he would have to knock the Tamagami out to win, but he actually surrendered because he knew, okay, you're worthy, you're stronger than me. So,
That was only the first test.
you have to wonder because this is Tamagami 3. I guess as the more he takes them on, the more they get, clearly, I guess I would think the more stronger they are. So I would have a feeling that Tamagami 2 is going to slightly be stronger than Tamagami 3. I'm guessing that's how it typically would go.
Yeah, I would assume so also.
So even though Goku ended up defeating Tamagami, everybody's cheering, they're like, "Yay! Go, good job!" Tamagami 3 is like, you beat me, but you got one more test. What is that test?
It's apparently one of those uh cup shuffling games where you hide the item and you shuffle them around a bit and see which cup the item is under. It's that game basically.
Yes. Explain what happens in this game.
So yes, this. So yes, the Tamigami just looks at Goku. He goes on by saying, "Watch closely. Watch closely on where the Dragon Ball is." He places it over a cup, and then he slowly starts shuffling the cups around, and then eventually he starts picking up the pace to the point it's difficult for anyone to see, except maybe Goku, because he's obviously focused, hyper focused. And yes, he finishes shuffling the cups around. Yes, and Pansy goes like, "Huh, that's like almost impossible." And then she goes to Shin like, "Could you see?" And he was like, "I was able to keep up for like a little bit." And yes, the Tamigami was like, "Now, where's the Dragon Ball?" Goku points behind himself and goes, "On top of that civilian over there." And the civilian's like, "Huh?"
Yeah, essentially. And Goku claims the Dragon Ball. It seems like the Dragon Balls are also, honestly, also the same size as the Namekian Dragon Balls as well. And yeah, so they got the Dragon Ball. Everybody's happy and they're celebrating that he did it. And then they end up flying off. Um, and they're going on to the next Demon World area. They're not gonna wait for Vegeta and the others. They're like, we're going straight to the next one. So we'll get to Vegeta. Actually, no, we'll talk about what happened with the end of the episode with Vegeta because I want to leave out the good shit for story progression. So they're basically flying, and the one person that's been helping them fly, he gets a call from Pansy's father, and it's like, oh, so just to let you know, Goku got the first Dragon Ball, and he's just like, okay, so do you want me where they're at? You know, where I can go drop them off. And he's like, actually, they're headed to the next Demon Realm Area 2. You need to just go meet them up. You just need to go meet up with them at Warp Sama. And basically, he's like, okay, fine, I guess I'll do that. You can clearly tell he's disappointed because he wants to be doing his other business, but I'm guessing he's going to be another companion that just joins us.
Yes.
Now, what's the funny thing that this dude tells Vegeta?
He goes like, "You're not a king. You used to talk so arrogant. So I'm choosing to ignore you."
I forgot what Vegeta said. He asked him like how fast they'll be able to get there, and he just doesn't even respond. And he's like, "Why the fuck are you not talking to me?" And he's like, "You're not a king. I'm not going to talk to you. So you keep your goddamn mouth shut over there." And then it leads to Vegeta just like, "What?" And then he's just like,
going, "Can you please tell me?"
and then he just does nothing. And this man gets all flustered. Piccolo's just like, "You're getting embarrassed over there." And Bulma's just like, "Oh, cute." Vegeta getting embarrassed. It's always a funny comedy trope. Vegeta getting embarrassed. Vegeta trying to act so nice. Now, the funny part in this statement is, even though he does say like Vegeta's not a king, he technically isn't. He identifies himself as a prince, but it's like, I'm like, Vegeta, why can't you just tell this guy like you're of royal blood?
Yeah, he's of royal blood regardless. So Prince, King, I think he should have. I think he would at least bow down if he knew that Vegeta was a prince.
Clearly he didn't, because he's like, you ain't a damn king. So why the hell am I gonna listen to you?
He doesn't know that Vegeta's a prince, remember?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I was actually shocked the dialogue didn't have it where Vegeta's like, who the hell are you talking to? I'm a prince. I'm the prince of all Saiyans. But then he would have been like, okay, but that doesn't mean you're a king. So I found that scene quite funny, hilarious. Now we get to the juicy story stuff of Dragon Ball Daima, which I did not expect this twist to be happening.
I did not either.
So we cut back to Degasu and Goma, right? And they're
Hmm.
rewatching the Majin Buu arc again. They're rewatching the part in the Majin Buu arc was when after Majin Vegeta basically blew himself up. He thought he took down Buu, but then there was the part where Buu started to reform when Piccolo was there, and he just made sure to check like Buu was gone, but then he saw that Buu was like reforming everything and going back, and he saw all this everything happening, and then he flew away. So they're like looking at the scene, and like, there's something we see. Degusu stops it, zooms in, and who is in the panel?
Uh, uh, Arinsu? Arinsu?
There you go, Arinsu.
Yeah, King Goma sees it and he's like, Arinsu, what's she doing there? And the image shows that she's collecting a part of Boo's body when Boo basically dispersed.
Yes. Now, the only thing about this whole scene that I'm kind of like, okay, so one, for people that are like, why didn't Piccolo see Arinsu then? One, he was looking up at the sky, seeing Majin Buu literally regenerate. So of course he's not gonna see Arinsu in the area. And then plus he just immediately flies out of there because he's not trying to get killed, right? Um, Second, we know Dr. Arinsu went to Earth because Goma in the first episode made a mention like, wait, where'd she go? Or like, why? Or Warp told her like, Warp told them like, yeah, there was another person that ended up going to Earth, right? And Goma's
Mm-hmm.
like, who the fuck went to Earth? Now, this will probably get explained. The only thing I'm confused about is, did she go to Earth during the Buu saga? Probably. That's probably the
You
most
clearly
thing
did.
because so far we don't know if maybe she, I guess, went back in time to get this. More than likely, she must have went to Earth during the Buu saga and grabbed a fragment of Buu.
Went back in time. Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe use time travel to go back in time, or I don't know.
But why would she need to do that if she already existed in that present time?
Well, she would go back in time. Well, she would. Here's the thing of if she ended up going back in time, she wants to get her own form of Boo for her own purpose or whatever.
But no, that would not make no sense because she would still be doing the same thing regardless of going back in time or not. Because she could just still go to Earth and grab that piece of Boo's body and still go back without any problems. Because she clearly wasn't being able to be detected by anybody there. So
Well, remember, the Dragon Ball timeline ain't like Back to the Future. So what happens, happens in the fixed timeline. Well, I don't know. I don't think no time travel is involved. I realistically think that, I'm like, I realistically think that what's his face? That she just went there during the time of the actual Boo saga to go get a fragment of Boo. Um I guess it'll all be revealed. At some point if she used time travel or she went there, I don't know. Now I haven't watched anybody else's reviews, like I haven't watched Geekdom 101's review and his breakdown of the episode. But it's either one of the two. She either went to the Earth the moment the Boo Saga started, or she traveled back in time. Um, I don't know. Maybe she got in contact with the Supreme Kai and used a time ring. I don't know.
I think we're looking too much into it. I think she just legit just went there.
I'm just making predictions and theories and stuff like that, but Warp did say like, oh, it's interesting. A lot of people are going there. So maybe she went there, or maybe she's constantly been there over and over again. One of the few times that she's been doing this. And then that takes us to a scene where we get introduced to a new character named Marba. And essentially, Marba's been doing this experiment for Arinsu. And basically, we find out some interesting revelations about this Marba character. One, we find out that now I don't know if you can consider this a retcon or whatever. If you want, I guess it is. They really haven't. It's very decisive in terms of if it's actually confirmed because we actually don't know Boo's origins, but Marba is the original creator of Majin Buu. She has the Majin emblem on her chest, and basically, what is it? She said Marba at first is like, I don't know why you're doing this and everything, Bibbidi and everything was the creator of Majin Buu, but then Dr. Arinsu is like, please, don't lie to me. I know the secret. It wasn't him that created Buu. He came to you and you created Majin Buu for him.
Yeah, and then you see how her hand kind of twitches at that revelation, like, sheesh.
So I guess we get I don't know if you want to consider a retcon, because the original thing is that Majin Buu was created by Bibbidi because he was an evil wizard, right?
Or you can just consider that. Yes, for the longest time we've known that it's been Bibbidi, but then it's revealed it to be her instead. So that's how basically how they're portraying it.
It's up to what you want to believe. If you feel like, well, they didn't really explain too much about Boo's origins and how he was created, well, if you don't want to say it's a retcon, whatever. I don't think it's a big deal. I think there's like obviously there's people making a big deal about this and everything, like, oh my god, they're retconning fucking Dragon Ball Z's about Bibi. It's not that big of a deal. If anything, it makes sense that he was made by an evil wizard in the demon realm.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bruh. He is a Majin, and Majin is another way of saying demon.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, we kind of find out, like, yeah, I made this thing, but the thing is the fact that it went out of control, and I guess Majin Buu at that point went havoc on the demon realm, and luckily they were able to get him out of the demon realm. And then that's obviously led him to doing what he was doing, to the point that's why when the Kais had to get involved and try to stop Majin Buu and then seal him and then things like that. But Marba basically has been like, yeah, he was an uncontrollable monster, which that was more than likely Kid Buu, because we know Kid Buu was uncontrollable. Now she basically is making this now with the essence that she got, that Dr. Arinsu got from Buu. It seems like she's making her own Majin Buu.
Yes,
but one that can actually be controlled, because Marba's like, if you want this thing to listen to you, just spit your saliva into it and it'll be basically self-servient to you once it's completed. She spits into the dang cauldron. I think any simp would be like, oh, I would love
Okay. Let's leave it at that.
Listen, I'm a simp for Dr. Arinsu, but I want to be one of that. Listen, I'd be wanting to get that mouth to mouth, if you know what I mean. But anyways, enough of the simping for Dr. Arinsu. And then on top of it, we find out what's the reason why she's working alongside Gloria. What's the reason why?
She's trying to get the Dragon Balls, and yes, it seems her plan is going smoothly because she actually has some pawns doing for her, that which are basically Goku and his gang.
Yes. Now here's the real question: is she using Glorio for her advantage to get the Dragon Balls, or did she promise Glorio something? Or are they really working in tandem together?
I would not be surprised if she's just using Gloria. I would not be surprised.
Yeah, and then she said she's gonna use the Dragon Balls to even further use the thing for Buu, I guess to get even more stronger control of this created Buu. But when I was like, oh my goodness, she's gonna get Goku to do the bidding, steal the Dragon Balls, probably have Glory will steal the Dragon Balls when they get all of them, take it to her. She uses her wish. I'm just like, oh my god, this is crazy. I'm like, oh, so she's doing that Toa shit now. Okay. I'm okay with this.
Okay, yeah. We didn't get Toa, but it's still an evil mad scientist.
It seems like we're getting if we're talking, this is the most canonical Toa we can get. Dr. Arinsu it is then.
Although I am curious, what is she gonna wish for? Because her goal is to
Isn't she gonna use like the wish on the Majin Buu or something?
Is she, or does she have like a bigger bigger goal in mind?
Probably. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe to give her this all-seeing power so she can be Demon Queen or something. Listen, all I know is I'm just happy that it seems like, and you remember we did like a review. I forgot what episode review it was or something. I think it was episode 2 or one of the episodes she appeared in before this one, and I said that I wanted to get a female Dragon Ball villain for once, because realistically the only female Dragon Ball villain we've gotten has been Android 21. And I'm referring to like Dragon Ball somewhat canon, I guess, if you want to say something. I guess, and you can add Android 18 in that too, because she was somewhat a villain for a short time. Oh, I was going to say a villain. She was more of an antagonist. Now, if you go to Future Trunks timeline, she was a fucking villain. But it's great to see that it seems like Dr. Arinsu could be a main villain here, and legitimately she's gonna be a female. I've advocated that. Listen, I would be all for a main female Dragon Ball villain. And she's using her mad scientist. Now the question is, will this Boo go berserk and maybe kill her? Because it killed Deborah. Who killed Deborah?
I feel like they would go that route again. Because it would not be the first time they would go that route where some villain like get a little cocky until their main like creation or like their main like pawn like suddenly like backstab them, and you know they pay the price for it. So. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense that she's gonna do her own ulterior motives, because we know she does not like Goma. If anything, she doesn't trust Goma, and yeah, because she was being in that first episode, she was like, "Oh, I'm just here." She's pretending to be nice to Goma, but nope. But anyways, we're gonna get out of her. Solid episode of Dragon Ball Daima. Definitely can't wait to see where episode, is it 9 gonna go next?
I don't remember.
Yeah, episode 9. It seems like Goku is they're gonna get themselves into some trouble. I guess maybe the people come after them because they got the Dragon Balls. Goku's wearing a new shirt, a new outfit. He's got like a bear or something on it. People are like, oh, look at Goku, he looks so cute. So maybe that could end up being a customizable outfit in Sparking Zero at some point. Hopefully.
Speaking of Sparking Zero, how do you feel about like about doing a tournament this Friday?
You want to have me do a tournament on my busy Friday?
On Friday? Unless you're busy Friday, but.
Well, I have a pretty busy Friday.
Okay, then sometime this weekend then.
We'll have to see.
Yes, because I am inviting you and my other friend and Caleb to an all-out world tournament on Sparking Zero. Look forward to it, guys.
Anyways, we're gonna get up here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dragon Ball Daima. We'll get out as many episode reviews as we can get. We gotta work on our fairy tale stuff. Apparently they had the Snake Lucy scene, if you remember. Remember that in fairy tale?
Yes, I remember that.
I've been seeing the clips. It's all over my TL where she gives him the lick.
He-
We gotta catch up. We gotta catch up with that.
yeah,
Um,
we gotta figure that.
we gotta do our Dawn to Dawn episode review because that episode was not only. Oh,
You didn't do that one?
you still haven't done that yet.
No, I mean you didn't.
Nope.
You didn't do that one?
No.
Because I thought I would assume you would have done it while I was away, but
No, I did not. You know, I think that's another show that's better to do it with you because, listen, we got Ira and Momo in the outfits they were in, and then you get the funny Okaroon stuff, and then that very funny controversial scene at the end.
it should not be controversial. It should just be.
We got to review Rurouni Kenshin and do those back-to-back episodes where Kenshin faces off against that one guy. Oh my goodness, that shit was great.
They actually did that fight really well in this new remake.
Oh wow, I can't wait to talk about it with you. And then look forward to the final manga chapter review of MHA, My Hero Academia. Because the 38-page epilogue, the final chapter for good, Horikoshi gave it to us. And I won't spoil anything, but I'm just so happy to say is it makes my heart flutter.
I think I might have been teased a bit by what it might be, but honestly, I look forward to it, and hopefully, what I was teased, I hope is true. I hope it's true, because if it is true, I will literally run out of the house and go, yeah. I'm like, yes, they did it.
Hey, don't tell me you subtly got spoiled.
Did I?
Let me guess. I'm just gonna chalk it up as you've seen something, but you don't understand the context.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Anyways, look forward to that. I don't know if I'm gonna actually review it tonight and get it up. It seems like people are now posting the reviews up to their channels now, so I'm guessing it's a-okay to do that. So I'll probably be doing that chapter review, which is the final chapter of MHA, and I wanted to talk about no more manga stuff for MHA. Anything else that we reviewed together that we missed? No, I think that's it.
I think that's it.
So be on the lookout for those reviews and things like that as the week progresses. I still got to catch up with Ari Fueta, piece by piece, episode by episode. I still got to catch up with Gun Gale Online Season 2. I know, I'm so bad.
Okay, that's it, guys. Oh my goodness.
And then Resident Evil 4. I'm almost done with that. Anyways, we're gonna get up here. If you want to find my boy's channel, I'll leave a link in the description below. He wants to get to a subscriber count of 100 before the end of the year. He's got about 4 weeks left to go. So make it fast, people.
Peace!